Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins. I've finished my food, so I'm ready to carry on where we left off. Which was... Right, yeah, we just talked to the architect, didn't we? We told him we'll be his ally for now at least. Hopefully it's just for now. And then, yeah, we'll pardon me. Right, flesh pod. Oh, did that have a crystal in it then? Oh, hello, Shadow. Where would they be under? Be quest items, right? Yeah. We've got one crystal. Cool.
Very well. It will be done.
Hi. Please don't interrupt. There we go.
Let us end this quickly! Too slow! Yes. Speak, and it will be done.
There you go, Nathaniel.
I'm heard. Bad.
Oh, did we forget to loot anything? Nope. I know it was years before, but it was many, many years before, but Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring. If any of you have played it, that looks like one of the enemies a little bit. I've only just realised. Oh, we missed something. One of the enemies that jumps out of pots.
Yes.
Bloody horrible things when you first come against them.
It will be done. Very well. Very well. It will be done. Of course.
Heretic Disciple.
Very well.
Okay. Oh, crap. I got jumped. Bloody hell, that was loud. I'm sorry about that. Ooh, another crystal. We've got... We should have all four? No, we're still missing one. Would it be in here by chance? Yes, it is. Quest completed. By fitting crystals into sockets in the ruins, you have reactivated 3 defensive relics that may aid you against the Mother. Okay. The Nest. Lovely name for an area. Oh, get out of the way. That almost looked like it was like a cave opening. Oh. I didn't realise we were this close to the end of it. Anything over here? We're gonna have to be fighting a lot of them bug things, aren't we? That sucks.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
Oh, that's just mean. What's done is done. The mother is a horror and must die.
Ah, but perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
Wait, this
We
blight?
should never have trusted any Darkspawn.
Ah, there it is then. Unfortunate. I did find the old god Athemiel, but I did not wish another blight. I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Do you even think of the repercussions of your actions?
Is it not the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done, in the name of combating the Blight? The Blight is a menace, both for your people and for mine. To end it requires sacrifice and risk.
And
True.
how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! You cannot harm the Mother any more than you already have. And now the hero is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down! Perhaps we will hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let it come.
Oh! That's creepy.
They're like rats.
Special abilities. The Architect is now your ally. You may call on him or any Tevinter towers you activated to use their special abilities in your fight against the Mother. Open your radial menu now. In the advanced section of the radial menu, select the special abilities icon to see the powers you can call upon. Highlight the desired ability and press A to use it. Tower of Flame, Architect's Pyre, Tower of Healing, Tower of Trauma. Okay.
For the Legion of the Dead!
Can't I use a Tower of Fire anyway? I want to use that, please, and thank you.
I am the might of the Daedalus!
Into the fray! You are forced my hand!
Ooh. Do I have the cold one? Dude. Do I not have enough? Oh, okay. Where is... there's Valana. I don't know where Thingy was. Oh. I'm gonna assume there.
You to the flank! Very well.
Let's go! I tire of
Let's find him, shall we? Ah, there he is.
battle!
Do we have a... No, we do not. Oh, I can't use that just yet. Never mind.
Your name on it. Feel nature's wrath!
You know what? Sure, why not? Architect's Spire.
Ready and
Okay.
Now you see true power!
Can I use it yet? Nope.
Very well.
feel nature's wrath! You are
Right. Let's use this long dormant Tevinter artifact is capable of stunning all creatures in the area. Let's do that. Heavy hitter. Main character inflicted 250 damage with a single hit. Oh. Did I? Okay.
It will be done.
Didn't realise I did.
Die quickly! Of course.
Awakening. Completed Dragon Age Origins Awakening. Cool. Do we not get to loot? I suppose we've just finished the DLC, haven't we? After the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the deep roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens in other nations were appalled to hear of the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another blight. And yet the deep roads have lately been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided it is now in the Maker's hands. Word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of the losses at Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year. Vigil's Keep in 5. Oh, so it got rebuilt then. I don't feel so bad of not going to protect it then, now. The Darkspawn messenger, set free after joining the Warden in the Battle of Amaranthine, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travellers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of Darkspawn disease emerged. No one connected the two. Although the war devastated many farms in the Arling, all agreed the loss would have been greater without soldiers for protection. The farmholders developed a certain reverence for the Warden commander, as well as ongoing reliance on the Grey Wardens for order and protection. Dirk, one of the pranksters behind the Blight Orphans scam, was fortunate enough to survive the Battle of Amaranthine. The unconditional generosity of the Blight Orphans' mysterious benefactor inspired him to establish a legitimate charity dedicated to children orphaned in the attack. His sweetheart, Melise, eventually bore him 2 rascals. Vigil's Keep stood alone against a horde of Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over. But the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. Vigil's soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen Darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held 1 night, then 2, then a week, and eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalized in song and legend. The Vigil became a trading hub that would eventually eclipse the city of Amaranthine, with traders reassured by guards continually patrolling the pilgrim's path. But prosperity bred scheming and treachery between merchants and nobles, testing the commander's patience for years to come. Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their numbers. Soon, Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From the ranks emerged new heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Aldrich Glavenack, I've butchered that name, I'm sure, stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defences were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. Dark whispers of conspiracy against the Wardens fell silent after a rash of accidents and disappearance culminated in the apparent suicide of Ban Esmerelli. The nobles of Amaranthine remained dutiful. Some even suggested they were cowed into submission. Among the many legends of the Vigil spawned was one of the great heroes of the next age, a sheep herder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded the Order of Knights that lasted 1,000 years. Oh, bloody hell. Wait, was that due to what happened now, or during this DLC, or like 1,000 years ago? I don't know. Dworkin Glavenack further refined his lyrium sand explosives, but left the Warden employ after Canary mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the Dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. Vigil soldiers, wearing the distinctive silverite armour that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. With Valana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of the militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighbouring human settlements and any Dalish clan that passed by. That sucks. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. Clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth. But both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. A few years after Calharal was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Tig. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Calharal was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost of dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Calharal of the Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Calharal was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. That's good. As promised, Voldrick and Dworkin presented Orzamar's Shaperate with the stone marker that told how Calharal's Castless had taken up arms against the Darkspawn. The commander of the Grey was invited to Orzammar as a guest of honour at a feast commemorating the defenders of Calharal. The Shaper read the names of the Castless off the marker, then presided over a ceremony to return them to the stone, as befitted warriors of their stature. In time, the Yarling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said that the Vale was still thin, and thus the area still dangerous. But the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterwards, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. The survivors of the siege at Vigil's Keep hailed Anders and his magic for holding back hundreds of the assaulting Darkspawn. In the ensuing victory celebration, the men dragged the mage to the fire to engage him in a drinking contest. Anders lost. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages. But when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order, ever after the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Well, that's nice of him to return. Valana never saw her clan again, but neither did she forsake her Dalish culture, nor her sharp tongue, nor her quick temper. After several years in the Grey Wardens, Valana disappeared one day. Most surmise that she left for the Deep Roads to resume the search for her sister, but no one knows for sure. She probably did go... She either found her sister and went with them, or she just went looking still. Over the next years, Nathaniel dedicated himself to the Order and to clearing the blemishes on his family's name. After saving 10 Fergus Cousland from the bandit attack, a portion of Amaranthine was returned to the house. He saved... that's nice. I do still want... I think I'm going to replay this. I don't know when it will be, because we've got Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition to complete still. But I think once I'm done with... I'm not going to be recording it. I'm just going to play it after, just to see what the differences were. I'm going to be a Cousland again and see what the outcome of this screen is. I think I might put a screen grab of it in the community bit of YouTube, maybe. I don't know. We'll see when we get around to it, and if I remember to anyway. Nathaniel passed the holdings to Delilah's son, and when a new castle was eventually built there, a statue of Nathaniel was erected in its courtyard. Oh, that's nice. Justice fought valiantly at the battle for Vigil's Keep, but before the victory horn sounded, a Darkspawn sword removed Kristoff's head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At the least, Kristoff's wife, Aura, was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. When the mother died, Sigrun seemed to lose her purpose. She withdrew from her friends in the Order and spoke to them less and less each day. That sucks. One morning, Sigrun was simply absent, her bed made and her trunk emptied. A young recruit who had been up in the night said she had left for her calling. So soon? Gone to finish what she started in Calhirol. Shit. At Vigil's Keep, Ogren rallied the last-minute defense of the gate, taking on 2 ogres simultaneously to allow others time to regain the courtyard. He eventually passed out from blood loss, and when he awoke weeks later, nobody was more surprised than he to discover he had been credited a hero. Oh, that was sounding like he died. To begin with, then. Ogren continued to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. Of course he did. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. Chelsea returned to Vigil's Keep several times to see Ogren, usually bringing their toddler as well. Ogren's inability to act seriously wore on her, however, and her visits dwindled, then stopped altogether. If Ogren missed her or his child, he never showed it. That's right, we never got around to doing his companion quest for the DLC. Crap. As for the saviour of Ferelden, he did not remain as commander for the Grey for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern, the Blight well and truly over. It was time for him to move on. Some claimed the commander headed west into Orlais, chasing after the dark-haired sorceress who had fought alongside him during the Blight. Whether he found her or not, he certainly did not return to Vigil's Keep. Shit. Oh, I guess all we've got left now is that, and that. Bloody hell. I think we're gonna start maybe that I'm doing very last, if I'm doing it at all. And I'm gonna be doing these two before Liliana's song, I think. Because that's basically a prequel of what we've just done. So I think I'm gonna end here. When I'm back, I may carry on today, I'm not too sure, but when I'm back, we will start the Golems of Amgarak, which I'm hoping I've pronounced that correctly. Either way, to whoever's still watching, cheers, and till the next one.